I'd like to say hello to all of the BookThug community and future BookThug community people. Great to meet you. My name is Jake Kennedy. Super comfortable to be here. And I am the author of Merz Structure No. 2, Burnt by Children at Play. Yes, I can, Jay, in 2 sentences, not including this one that is just about to finish. Jay, Kurt Schwitters grew up in Ajax, Ontario, and in 1933, I believe, moved to Hanover, and he built this beautiful sculptural piece inside his house that got bombed later on by a plane, sentence one. In 1981, I lived in Streetsville and I burnt a house down. Same sentence. And now in 2015, I've written this book that inside holds all of the surprises of the connections of those two things. I think in terms of the lyric voice, I love it. I'm seduced by it. It's what sucked me in with Leonard Cohen's work and beauty, beauty, beauty. I just want to eat it up all the time, like as if poetry books were pie. I would just eat that pie all the time. But at the same time, I distrust that because I tend towards something that sounds inflated and informal. So I'm like, try to remember you're a hockey player. Try to remember you love donuts. So I got to interrupt myself, right? Like, I talk about sunlight, I got to get donuts in there. So thank you for that question, which I have just answered. This is a sequel to the extent that I continue to just adore everything about artists, people, and their lives, but from afar. I don't want to meet them. I don't want to hang out with them. I just want to write poems about them because the odd times that I have met them, I do not like these people at all. So I want to just talk about people in the past. Usually they're dead because no threat of meeting them at a gallery or a reading, and they won't ask you, what are you working on? Thank you. Impromptus section, it comes directly out of my best friend forevership with Kevin McPherson Eckhoff, who, since I've known him for at least the last month when we met, has he doesn't see any difference between the page and the stage, and so he's always doing these wonderful things with reinventing those different locations. So I kind of just wanted to jump on his back and be carried by his legs, thicker, stronger, muscular, more productive, fitter, happier. Yes, impromptus, Kevin McPherson, I admit that. It's from him, his work. I was hoping that the entire book could be performed without me for the rest of the CBC season, as well, radio, as well as the DVDs. No, they don't need me. They need other people. Jay, no, I can't. Jay, some of the historical figures in this book, such as Joan of Arc, Charlemagne, Billy Bishop, and Julius Caesar, do not appear actually in the book. So it would be probably irrelevant for anyone if I gave them biographies right now. Jay, there's an elegy in this book for Harold Ramis, who just died recently. Date this was filmed on, and my dad loved Harold Ramis's comedy, and actually took me to Second City in the early days. Harold Ramis wasn't performing then actually live at Second City, but so it's called an elegy for Harold Ramis in a weird, twisted way. It's kind of an elegy for my dad too, because he also has kicked it. So for me, it's got all the force of kind of lyrical confessional stuff, but a little bit of the I got my ice skates on, I'm slick, I'm going fast over the ice-capped world of conceptual experimental type stuff. So Harold Ramis just seems to me like a damn brilliant guy. It's too bad people can't just have the oxygen pumpers all the time and be living, but they don't, because life is suffering and pain over and over again. Not all of us have hair. Get over it. Just deal with it. That's another great question, Jay. It's such a vast question, but I am really interested in breakdowns and disaster and what looks like crushing failure. But out of that, there's born, I know this is a little bit predictable, but it's born these beautiful things. So Schwitters' own collages often would just be collecting garbage from the street, and that, I guess, in my blood, I feel like that's art's function, is to find the splendid inside the shit, and vice versa, some kind of beautiful cycle like that. This poem I'd like to read to you is from page 71 of Merz Structure No. 2, Burnt by Children at Play, which is on sale. It is entitled On Discord, comma, please. You wouldn't probably pronounce the comma when you were reading it to yourself. This would seem to be important. The competing directions also want, desire to manifest tension, leaving two holes at the temples, where tissue means threshold and restriction. These O's at the side of the head are homage to what cannot be completed. Page 71, which would be available to you if you purchase the book with your money now, or credit card. Cashless society, things have changed.